Hello there, I'm Jeff the Junk Seller. In this video I want to share a story about a presentation board of Depression-era Scrip from the Third National Bank of Nashville, Tennessee. I picked this up on either, I believe I picked it up May 19th, 2021. Google Maps tells me that I was there on both the 19th and the 20th. I believe that I showed back up at the same mall the second day because I had found this thing there the first day. The mall was called Rare Bird Antiques, and it's in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. And I bought this board. You know, I'd been shopping all day, and I'd spent about $70 in fuel, out running around all over the Nashville area. From early morning to late in the afternoon, and I was empty-handed, and I had been through this mall. I felt like there was going to be something at this mall for me, and I'd been through there probably 3 times. I still felt like there was something there, and I was about to leave. It was maybe 5:30, 5:45. The mall closed at 6 o'clock, I believe, and I was standing in a room, and from probably 40 feet away I saw this framed thing hanging on the wall, and I felt like it was currency. I even felt like it was probably Depression-era script from where I was at 40 feet away. I generally don't look at anything hanging on the wall, which is sometimes a problem. I just don't like framed art. It does not sell well. But this time, the thing that was hanging on the wall was not art. It was Depression-era script, and it was rare stuff. And I'll go through some of that when I show you the board. But this stuff was issued in March 1933, and when I found it, well, when I paid for it, you know, I went over, and the tag on it said that it was $10. I had to pay $10.92 for it. And as I took it out of the mall, I noticed that the $10 note, and I was calling them coupons at the time. There was something that was also 10, and it was both of them had serial number 1. The $20 note and what I thought was a coupon had serial number 2, and based on those two pieces having matching serial numbers, I believe that whoever put this board together had pretty tremendous access to probably within the bank, maybe even somebody else, but they had pretty tremendous access to be able to match up the serial numbers. What I learned was that what I was calling the coupons were actually only they were temporary notes that were issued and only used for 10 or 14 days. And I contacted a fellow that produces a catalog of all the known Depression-era script that exist, and because his catalog didn't list the $10 note and the $20 note in the catalog, and from what I understand, they were printed but never issued, so the temporary notes were probably in the 10s and 20s, were probably never even issued, and I suspect that even the temporary notes on the 1s and the 5s were not issued. But I was able to get this for $10.92, and which is pretty incredible, because there's probably 6 unique notes on here. And any note with the serial number 1 is important. Serial number 2 is also important. But I'll take a minute and run you through and show you close-ups of all of these notes. So here's the board as it exists, and you notice all the notes are pin canceled. They've got pin perforations. The $5 note here has some It's either silverfish or crickets, some damage there. The 10 and the 20, you see there's the number 1 and number 2 serial numbers. Here are the temporary notes. Now the board has had some water damage, but that doesn't affect the notes so much. And I think that's because it's a very shiny glue that they use. Now, I've tried using different solvents on the number 1 note there. I have some low value notes that I can try to experiment with different solvents. But I just haven't been able to find anything that has worked. Now, I couldn't find any references to the 10s and the 20s, but I contacted a fellow that has that the catalog on the internet, and he said that somebody, a numismatist named Vernon Brown, published his thesis for either his master's or his PhD, and he made reference to the 10 and 20 for the Third National Bank of Nashville, Tennessee. And that kind of causes me to believe that this presentation board might have been created by him. And he's a pretty important figure in numismatics, as he was the curator for the Chase Manhattan Bank Money Museum, and he succeeded a man named Ferran Zerb, who had been the curator there. And Ferran Zerb is legendary in the field of American numismatics. I think he ran a concession at the 1915 Pan Pacific Exposition, where they sold all the commemorative coins. He was supposed to have been the force behind creating all of that. But this story, I only have $11 in this, and I think that it's probably worth $1,000, maybe $1,200, even though the condition is less than desirable. But there's 6 unique notes here, and it just goes to show that there's rare material out there, and that you really don't have to pay a lot of money for everything. It's one of my favorite pieces, just because it's so rare and it came to me so inexpensively. But I hope you enjoyed this content, and I hope that you will subscribe. Thank you.